to unlock the full planetarian skill set, you're going to need to work with Derek. You can find him right here on the map. You can see where I am right now. And this is the dude that you want to speak to up on this huge rock. Now, his first quest, he's going to send you into Imperial Testing Station number 2. And then you're going to grab him some books from behind a bookcase. It's really not that difficult. And then bring them back. For a while, that's all you're going to have from him. But just make sure you exhaust all of his dialogue. And that is going to allow you to continue his quest line. It's not going to be obvious that anything's done because you're going to come here and he's still going to be here. But actually, we need to go and find him in other testing stations. This is what makes his quest line a little bit more difficult than others because we just have to find him. Now, once you've found him, it's very simple. And generally speaking, he is going to be in other Imperial testing stations. So for the next one, you're going to want to go to Imperial Testing Station 197, where you'll find him at the bottom of the pit. He's very easy to find. Once you've spoken to him, that's going to give you the nav point. You'll go around that particular testing station and that quest will be done. The other kind of more annoying part of this, I can't remember if it always gives a nav point, but once you've finished this one, so you'll go around the Imperial testing station and then you'll speak to him, turn in the quest, and then you need to come back to his camp to speak to him again so that it then continues moving to the next Imperial test station. Once you've done that, it's time for you to actually leave Hager Basin. So at this point, you will 100% need an ornithopter. In case you don't know, you drive this at the borders. That's going to take you to the world map, and you need to go to Arakaan village, which is the one that is to the east, and speak to a dude named Cyprian Lowe, who's upstairs in the bar. This is above where the Mentat usually is, so just make sure you go in there. He's a bit of an asshole, but just make sure you get through all of his dialogue, and then we can continue the quest. Once that bit's done, it should give you a nav point for this, but now you need to go back to Derek, so back where I am right now, so you can speak to him to move him to his next spot. So you're not going to see him move again, but what you're going to need to do is head pretty much directly north of where you are. You zoom in a little bit, and you'll see that we have Imperial Testing Station number 76. We're going to find him trapped in a cave on the way down. As per usual, get his quest, pick up the key, release him, deliver the thing that he wants, and then bam, we're going to have the next part of his quest done. Again, once that's done, we're going to need to head back to the south to finish off that part of the quest and move him on to the next part. I believe at this point you should have a nav point, and it's taking you back to Arakaan village, this time to speak to an officer. I can't remember the guy's name. He's up on like a big platform thing, but again, because that's got a nav point, it's very easy to find that. Just finish off that part of the quest until you don't have a nav point anymore, at which point we'll know that he's moved to his next testing station. And from the previous one, which was 76, you now need to head, I think it's 29, 29, which you can see, it looks like it's underground, but there is a hole right here. So you just need to, you're not going to be coming from this one, unfortunately, because you'll be coming in from the side or something. So you're going to want to come to 29, all the way down to the bottom of the giant hole where we can find him again, go through the next testing station and continue the quest line. Same thing will happen again. So you're going to go through there, turn in the quest, and then come all the way back down the camp to get your extra bit of training, and then we can move on to the next point. For the next one then, find the snake monument on the map, Mr. Tyrrell, and you want to come over to the west for Imperial Station 71. That is going to be the next one. Again, you're going to find Derek in there. Go ahead, clear that out, and then back to the camp as per usual to get the next set of training so we can continue. I believe we get sent back to Cyprian at this point, but again, if you still have a nav point, follow the nav point. It's going to take you back to the village. That's going to progress us on to the next point. I think this is where Cyprian says he's going to attack Derek. So you will come back to this camp. This is all nav pointed. You'll get attacked by some snipers and this kind of thing. Once you've taken care of those, come to the camp. I believe there should be a note on one of the tables. It might be this right here. And that should then allow us to go to the next testing station, which is testing station 163. So from 71 that we were at previously, up to the northeast, we've got 163, and this is where you're going to find him for the next one. I believe once you've done this, you finish this quest right here. You should get his still suit, and you'll be all done and have full access to all of the Planetologist skills and passives.